Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Ashraf Farhan bin Shafi'i and my matrix number is B0819104456. I will introduce my group mates also. Adrian Tanasugan, B0819100004, and also Dominic Led, B0819104462. My groups will explain question number 3 about diode. So for the question number 1, the question want to calculate the value of V0 and ID for the circuit in figure 1. V0 is the voltage across the resistance and ID is the current flowing through this diode. If you look this diode in parallel configuration, which is one silicon and one germanium diode. For example, the silicon diode has a built-in potential of 0.7 volt and the germanium diode has built-in potential of 0.3 volt. Before we start the calculation, I will try implies that the IV curve of the silicon diode will be less stiffer than the germanium diode. That means the germanium IV curve will be more stable than the silicon. This germanium diode will draw more current than the silicon diode, so the circuit will be changed. So this is a circuit I have do. The current will be in series configuration, which now only have one germanium diode and one silicon diode. So after we get this circuit like that, I will apply series diode configuration calculation. For the first question, find V0. So the formula for find V0 is V0 equal to 15 volt minus 0.3 volt minus 0.7 volt, and the answer is 14 volt. Then the question number 2 is find ID. For ID, I will use this formula, which is ID equal to IR equal to VR over R. So for the calculation is 15 volt minus 0.3 volt minus 0.7 volt minus 6.6 ID equal to 0. So get the 14 volt minus 6.6 ID equal to 0, and we will find ID. So the answer we will get is ID equal to 2.12 milliampere. Now we will go to in simulation part. This is simulation that I have run the circuit by using Multisim software. Okay, this is the circuit and we will connect by using multimeter in this Multisim to measure the value. The simulation performed to show we use is correct based on the formula. So the V0 in the simulation we will get 14.206 volt, and the ID we get 2.152 milliampere. It shows that the value between simulation and calculation is not too far. So that's why we must show the value of calculation and simulation to the evidence to find the answer is correct. So that's all.
Okay, next is question 2. Figure 2 shows a stator tap transformer using germanium diode. First, draw the output waveform for the circuit, and second, determine the value of peak inverse voltage (PIV). Okay, this is the circuit, which is the bridge rectifier circuit with two germanium diode and stator tap transformer with the ratio 1:2. This is the Vin waveform, which is with 12 volt amplitude. Okay, for the first question is draw the output waveform. So this is the output waveform which is supposed to be, and second is determine the voltage inverse, peak voltage inverse, PAV. Okay, before we calculate the PAV, we know that VP primary is 12 volt and VP secondary is, by using this formula, 1.414 times by N times by VRMS. N is our ratio, our transformer ratio, and VRMS is 12 over Z2, and we get 23.996, which is equivalent to 24 volt. Okay, next we calculate the total peak to peak across each half secondary. The formula is VP secondary over 2, which is equal to 24 over 2, and we get 12 volt. For the VRL, it is 12 minus by 0.3. 0.3 is because we use the germanium diode, and we get 11.7 volt. And the PIV value is 2 VRL. Our VRL is 11.7 times by 2, we get 23.4 volt. Okay, this is the circuit that we run with the multi-sim software. So this is the output of the multi-sim. As we know, the red waveform channel A is the input, and the output with the blue waveform channel B is the output. And we can see this is the blue waveform is the waveform for the output, and this is the same with the previous that I draw, and that means our output waveform is correct. Okay, next is for the PIV. We just take the amplitude of the output, and we get the 23.313 volt. Okay, so our simulation value of the PIV is 33.313 volt, while our calculated PIV is 23.4 volt. The calculated value for the PIV and the simulation value for the PIV is not quite different. This might because we run off the value too early, and that cause for the small difference of the PIV. Okay, that's all.
Next, we're gonna move to question 3. So the first question gonna ask us to draw a simplified circuit for positive and negative cycle and calculate the voltage output for both cycles. So here we're gonna pick a parallel clipper, which is positive cycle clipping circuit. So during the positive cycle, the diode is in forward bias and act like a short circuit. So when short circuit means the output voltage will equal to sum of voltage on the diode plus 1 volt here, so which means 1.7 volt. During the negative cycle, the diode is in reverse bias and act like an open circuit, means the output voltage will directly equal to input voltage, which is 5 volt. So negative is for negative cycle. Let's compare it with the simulation. So here is our circuit. So first we need to set up the function gen to sine waveform, 1 kHz frequency and 5 volt for B peak. When we run this circuit, so the output waveform is like this. So we can get output value using these two cursors. So the first cursor is T1 is 1.632. That is our positive cycle. And the T2 second cursor is negative 4.990. That is our negative cycle. The next question is gonna ask us to sketch the output waveform for the circuit. So before we sketch the waveform, we need to know what is output. So during the positive cycle, the first diode D1 is in forward bias, which is act like a short circuit, and D2 is in reverse bias, act like an open circuit. So means the output voltage will equal to sum of voltage diode 1 and 3 volt, which is 3.7 volt. So, but during the negative cycle, the first diode D1 is in reverse bias and act like an open circuit, and D2 is in forward bias, a circuit. Means the output voltage will equal to sum of voltage on diode 2 plus with 1 volt, which is 1.7 volt. Negative is for negative cycle. Now we have the output voltage, so we can draw our output waveform. Next, we move to the simulation. So here is our circuit. So first we set this function gen to square wave waveform and amplitude 5 dB. So when we run this circuit, the output will gonna be like this. We can get the output by using these two cursor. So the first cursor, the red one, is placed at positive cycle and the value is 3.606. And the second cursor for negative cycle and the value is negative 1.632.
For the discussion, based on the result, calculation and simulation value are slightly different from each other due to several factors such as the simulation component itself. For example, from question 3b, in calculation the value for silicon diode is 0.7 volt to find the output voltage. But when it comes to simulation, the value for silicon diode is 0.638 volt. And it is not exactly same with the value we use in the calculation. Besides, the different result also can be caused by the inaccurate reading the output waveform. Output waveform is where we get the value for both positive and negative cycle by using the cursor on the simulation oscilloscope. The cursor needs to be placed at certain place to get the actual value for output voltage. For example, from question 3b, negative cycle from simulation is only negative 1.632 volt. But if we place the cursor accurately at some place, the value may change and get closer to calculation, which is negative 1.7 volt.